はい、こんにちは。chaijiichan desu. 3-in-1 language level up. Okay, we'll again today do the site translation of Manila Shimbun's midashi or headline, no? Plus the captions, no? Sub, etc. No? Before I begin, I'd just like to reiterate, no? Say once again, number one, that we don't have anything to do with Manila Shimbun nor Yakult. Okay, it just so happens that we're using this daily subscription of my company with the Manila Shimbun newspaper for the past, I don't know, almost 15 years now. And I thought of using this as the teaching material or kyozai or study material, because I believe as a language learner myself, um, the newspaper, Japanese newspaper, is the best uh, thing that we should learn. Okay, because for JLPT, N5, N4, N3, N2, N1, these are, well, especially N5, N4, N3 are foundational, using textbooks, well, formal language lessons. For N2 and N1, of course, there are some excerpts of essays that are used, no? But comparing those learning materials with the newspaper, Japanese newspaper, I think the real life study material would, of course, needless to say, be local newspapers, because they're the ones that native Japanese use. Okay, the native Japanese, they don't use the textbooks. Okay, so the way for us to learn the language is, and this applies to any language, no, not only Nihongo, is to emulate or copy or imitate what the natives are doing, are using. All right, that's the only way. We just learn from them. So this is what they use. This is what they read daily, on a daily basis. So I thought of sharing my knowledge. As also a learner, I've been speaking this for half of my life, no? In Japan and also here in the Philippines, as a translator and interpreter. Okay, so professional, meaning my livelihood depends on that, and has been depending on that ever since I was age 27, I think, or 28. So that's it. So we're using this Manila Shimbun, not because we're sponsored by Manila Shimbun, no, not at all, not at all, nor Yakult, no, not at all. Okay, this is an advocacy for me. So I'd like to share this with the Filipino Nihongo learners, as well as foreigners, no, non-Filipinos, no? And maybe in the future, as this chaijiichan 3-in-1 language level up will evolve, we might be involving also Tagalog and English, no, for Japanese nationals and other foreigners, no? Also English for Filipinos, no? So, but we're starting with the Nihongo first, no? Maybe in the future English newspapers, headlines, no, for the Japanese and for Filipinos willing to level up or upgrade their English proficiency. Okay, so I guess that's it for the introduction before I begin. This is now the vlog 63. That's why I have to repeat the purpose, I think, from time to time. Okay. Ja, okay, 早速ですね。Without further ado, let's start. Okay, so for today's headline, we have Hatsu no Ichinichi. Okay, so Hatsu. This is Hatsu. Ibig sabihin the first. Okay, it means the first. Yan ang ibig sabihin niya, Hatsu. Example is Hatsukoi, no? First love. Hatsukoi. Okay, first love. Okay, Hatsu. First. First love, Hatsukoi. Okay, so this one, Hatsu no Ichinichi. Hatsu no Ichinichi. Okay, so Nichi. So that means, this means first one day. Okay, Hatsu no Ichinichi, first one day. Okay, first one day what? Hasen. This one is sen, eh? Sen. This one is nin. Okay, this one is again, there's a contraction here, contraction of sounds, no? This one is singly or independently, by itself. This is Hachi, right? Hachi. But when you combine these two, Hachi and then Sen, it becomes Haseng. Again, there's a contraction here, contraction. Contraction of sound contraction, some sort of explosive, no? Explosive contraction. So instead of Hachi and then Sen, Hachi Sen, Hassen, no? Hassen. Okay, I have been repeating this again and again. Okay, when two words are compounded, the ending of the first word and then the beginning of the second word, they are amalgamated or connected by the sound. Okay, so the Hachisen becomes Hasseng. Okay, Hasseng. And then this one is Hito, person, right? The kunyomi. But the onyomi, again, as I have said even before, again and again, normally if their kanjis stuck together, you know, the reading is onyomi. So this is nin. So Hassen nin. So Hassen nin is 8,000 persons. Okay, so 8,000 persons. Okay, the first one day ever that 8,000 persons. Okay, this is koe. This comes from the word koeru, no? It means, it's a verb, no? Verb. Okay, to exceed. Okay, so again, journalistic privilege. There's no need to make this to conjugate this present, past, future, etc. It's understood that the meaning is first one day 8,000 persons exceeded. Okay, or you can say you can say first day ever First day, 8,000 persons exceeded. Of course, knowing the context, no, of the topic, which is about the COVID infection, so this means infected persons. Okay, first day ever, no, since 2020, 8,000 persons exceeded. Okay, this is the headline. Of course, this is needless to say infected, no, or 8,000 cases. 8,000 cases. Okay, this may mean cases, of course. Okay, so that's how you translate it. Rough translation. Huh? Rough translation. Rough translation. Rough translation. Or free translation. Okay, so this is iyaku. Iyaku. Call it iyaku. Okay. Iyaku di iyo. Iyaku di iyo. Okay lang rough translation. Sasabihin nung newspaper editor na hindi marunong mag-Japanese, di ba? So sabihin mo, diba? Then siya na mag-aayos niyan. Alright, so yan ang headline. Then let's continue. Next is the details, no? Okay, so next will be okay, it says here Shinki Kansen. Again, this is new, no? Atarashi. Shinki, new, no? New. And then kansen. New infection. Kansen, no? Kansen. New infection. New infections. Make it plural. New infections. And then this is tomaru, to stop, no? This is tomaru. From the word tomaru, to stop. To stop. Okay. To stop. Okay. This one is how do you call that? Indirect, no? Indirect verb. So you must distinguish again between the indirect verb and versus direct verb. Okay. Okay, indirect verb, no object, no direct object. Okay, direct verb is with. Okay, direct object. Now again, you have to review your English grammar in high school. Okay, what's an indirect verb and direct verb? What's a direct object? What's an indirect object? Okay, so how do you call that? I'm sorry. There's no such thing as indirect object. Only direct object. Okay. Like in this case, tomaru, no, to stop. The subject stops by itself. Tomaru. Okay. Now, if it's tomeru, then even though it's also to stop, no, but the subject will stop something. For example, watashi wa kuruma o tomeru. Okay, I stop the car. But if I say watashi wa tomaru, it means I stop. Ako lang. Wala akong ini-stop kundi sarili ko. Anyway, that's another topic, no? So anyway, Tumaru, no? This is from Tumaru. Ito, Toma. Kasi Toma, yan, no? Toma. There's ma, oh, ma. Hindi naman Tumerazu, eh. Tomarazu. Okay. So, new infections, Tomarazu. Basta merong zu, ano yan? Equivalent yun ng nai. Tomaranai. Tomaranai. Tomarazu. Di ba? Okay. So, pareho yan. Kaya lang sa written form, imbis na nai, ang ginagamit, zu. Okay, ito, naide. I'm sorry, naide. Ikanaide. Ikanai. Ikazu. Di ba? Shinai. Seizu. Okay, another na naman yan. Kailangan matuto kayo yan. Tumarazu. So, without stopping, no? So, ito, tumarazu. So, new infections do not stop. Or, you can say, without stopping. Okay? Aratana kisei. Okay? So, ito, aratana. Aratana. Again, this is same as atarashi, oh. Atarashi. Oh. Kaya lang the word here is arata. 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 Aratana. Aratana. Aratana means new. Again, it means new. Okay. Kisei. 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 I think last time I taught you this one already. Kisei. Rules. Rules or rules and regulations. Okay. So, what you can translate it as with new infections, not stopping, or you can say new rules and regulations. Because new infections are not stopping, or I don't know, you have to try different kinds of how do you call that, so you can say with new infections. No, with new infection cases. With new infection cases, with new infection cases, not stopping. Okay. New rules and regulations. New rules and regulations. You can say, I don't know, adopted or enacted, or adopted or enacted or say placed. Okay, it's a choice. And then lastly, this time we have we have two captions, no, aside from the usual only one. Okay, and then lastly, let me see. And then lastly, here again, NCR, no, this one, Shutoken, Shutoken, Shu, this one, Shu, no, Shu, To, this one, To, Shu, To, and then Ken, no, Ken, Shutoken, so NCR, NCR, so 10 byoin, no? Hospitals, no? Byoin, byoin, sorry, byo, long sound, no? Byoin, okay, hospital, but in this case 10, so it means plural, hospitals. Okay, be careful with byoin and byoin, no? Byoin, no? Byoin. I don't know if it's byoin or byoin. I'm not so sure. I have to check later, no? Kasi this one means beauty parlor, eh. So you have to be careful with the hiragana, no? And the kanji, of course, no? The kanji is different. For this one, beauty parlor, it's a utsukushi, like that. Okay, bio, bi, utsukushi, bi, byoin, no? Bi. This one is bio. This one is B. B is beauty, beauty, utsukushi. Anyway, okay, bio inga, corona, bio. Again, this one same, bio. This one is ren, no? Bio ren. This one is mang. This one is I think this is toko, no? Anyway, you can check later. Anyway, this means hospital ward. Hospital ward. Okay, so corona wards, no? Corona wards. Then this one means full. Full capacity, no? In other words, puno na yung mga wards sa 10 hospitals. Yung corona wards puno na sa NCR. Okay? That's why it's really critical time right now, no? Kaya nga ako hindi ako makalabas dahil may edad na ako, eh. So that's it. That's the translation, no? And we have to, how do you call that? You have to be careful. This is no laughing matter anymore. Hindi na. This one is This one is Jo. This one is Jo. Manjo. No? Manjo. Okay, so let's recap. No? Let's recap. Let's recap. So this is NCR hospitals. Okay. NCR. Okay. Or 10 NCR hospitals. 10 NCR hospital corona wards, no? At full capacity, you can say. Okay. 10 NCR hospital corona wards at full capacity. That's the translation. Okay, and then this one is with new infection cases not stopping, new rules and regulations enacted or placed. And then the main headline is first day 8,000 infected persons already exceeded. Okay, so that's it. Ijode gambarimashou. Let's do our best. Study, and then apply. Make sure to have Japanese friends to help you in this endeavor of yours, because this is not hindi to basta-basta eh. Okay, so again, subscribe, like, share, and then comment, and then join our chat room again, no? Every Saturday, so you learn more and share more. Okay, Diyan eh, ay, kono hindi, stretch mas, mawarimashou.